Hello. In the DAZ community, I use the handle Bohemian 3. This video is a brief overview of how to use traditional pattern making techniques to create couture garments for DAZ figures. Couture sounds like a fancy word, but it simply means fit and sewn for a specific character. There are a lot of great resources out there for understanding pattern making. These are two I've used extensively and recommend, available in digital format. Here is a quick brief review on how to export figures that you're going to use in Marvelous Design. The first thing you're going to do is export the G9 base figure. Then you're going to dial up the Victoria 9 shape, and then you're going to export that. We're going to need both figures when we get into Marvelous Designer. But to start out with, we will actually be creating the sloper and the pattern for Victoria 9. Here is a quick review of what we'll be covering in the next couple minutes of the video. This is the sloper I created for B9, and this is the pattern I created based on that sloper, moving darts around and adding some additional darts for fit. The next thing I want to talk about is the strain map. I think it's one of the most important features of Marvelous Designer to get accurate fitting. Make sure you use it regularly. Continue working with your pattern until you get all the strain out. For now, I'm not going to worry about this additional strain in the sleeves. I'll fix that later. Now we're going to quickly set up the UVs. The first thing we're going to do is reset all the UVs to the pattern layout, and then we'll fit all of them to the first tile. Now we're going to export the first of two meshes. The first one is for the Victoria 9 shape. I want to use this file name exactly. You'll see why later. I am going to export a thick version of this garment. This thick version provides a lot more detail and creates more realistic renders. If you are planning to use D-Force, you're going to need to export the thin version. To create the next mesh, we need to import the G9 base figure as a morph. Then we're going to export the garment again. This mesh you can name anything you want, but the important thing is it has to match exactly the same settings that you previously used for the Victoria 9 mesh. Now let's head back into DAZ. That second mesh that you exported from Marvelous Designer is the first mesh you're going to import into DAZ. Next, you're going to use the transfer utility to copy the rigging from the Genesis 9 figure onto the garment you just imported. Then you're going to dial up Victoria 9. Then we're going to use Morph Loader Pro to load the Victoria 9 shape morph. That was the first mesh that you exported from Marvelous Designer. What we're doing here is creating a figure-based morph. It's a morph created specifically for a character. Make sure to use the settings you see here when you import the morph. Now you have the couture garment that you created in Marvelous Designer fitted to Victoria 9. So congratulations, you're halfway there. But there's still a number of things you need to do to finish your rig. You need to do weight mapping, joint corrective morphs, and to do this there are lots of resources on the web, but everything I learned about doing those steps, I learned from Aisha in this amazing series of content creation mastery videos that are available in the DAZ store. That's it for this video. I will be posting more videos that go in depth into the sloper creation process. Thanks for listening, and have fun creating couture garments and marvelous designer for your DAZ characters.